Hi, I'm here with Dr. Stephen Lloyd from the Biblical Creation Trust, and he has an invitation for you.
Well, I'm inviting everyone to a talk I'm going to be doing here at King's Church on Sunday, the 9th of March at 2 o'clock. And the title's going to be Creation or Evolution? Does it really matter?
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was a student here back in the 1990s, and I stayed in Cambridge for quite a while in various different sort of research fellowship jobs. But for the last 16 years, I've been pastoring a church in Gravesend in Kent, but recently come back to Cambridge, and I'm here to lead something called the Cambridge House Project. It's an initiative of Biblical Creation Trust, and what we're wanting to do is to establish a study centre for creationist research.
Great, excellent. For many people who are Christians, creationism can be seen as a toxic sort of a subject, a difficult one to tackle, and they'd rather just stay away from it. Why should they actually get interested in this and get involved?
Well, I think you're right. That is how it's often perceived, and people can think this is a topic that's dated, something that should be left in the past. It's something divisive. It just sets Christians against each other, and perhaps worst of all, it's a distraction. We're trying to evangelize, we're trying to tell people about the gospel, and then this topic gets us talking about dinosaurs and dating, and it gets us away from what we want to talk about. And I think those criticisms are fair, actually, for sometimes how the debate is conducted, which is why I'm trying to do something slightly different in this talk, and do something that is for everyone. Lots of people can think, I can't sort of know about this topic because I'm not a scientist or whatever. Well, I think the approach I take, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know about fossils or genetics or even ancient Near East literature. This is something for everyone.
All right, so what will you actually be doing in the meeting on the 9th?
Well, really what I want to do is show how creation is not just this sort of separate side topic, but how it's integrated with the whole storyline we have in Scripture. If you like, how creation impacts how we understand the cross. And if there is that impact, then it must be something that matters. So I'm trying to bring together, if you like, the Christ who creates and the Christ who saves.
Okay, so why in particular would a Christian come to this?
Well, I think it's something that we can't avoid. Again, in our evangelism, people often ask us about, science and Christianity, or ask us about, in particular about, creation. So even if we think it's a topic I would like to avoid, I don't think we can. Yes, it might be seen as difficult or whatever, but we can't avoid it. And maybe you're thinking, but I'm not sure I'm going to agree with what this guy's going to say. Well, that's fine. Please come along whether you think you're going to agree or disagree with me. And in fact, particularly if you're going to disagree, I find that a lot more interesting, being able to engage with people who maybe are disagreeing with what I'm saying. And I hope we can have a good conversation together.
So in particular, it would be interesting to see people who don't believe in creation coming here and they could ask you questions.
Yes, I mean, this is, I guess, mainly focused at Christians. I'm sort of like, I'm starting from Scripture and saying, what does this teach us about creation? But everyone's welcome. Non-Christians, I think it would be helpful for them to see, well, how is it that we do understand this as Christians? Sort of see the inside view, and then consider, well, is this actually true or not? So
please do join us for the meeting. Dr. Lloyd will be here to answer questions. He's from a science background. He knows his subject as well as being a Christian and a believer. So please do come with the most difficult questions possible, and we will give you an answer. And we look forward to seeing you there. Bless you. Thank you.